Hello, hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Precious, and this is English with Precious. So, before we get into our video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. I must apologize about my comment section. I noticed that it was turned off. I am not sure why, because on my settings it has been turned on. So, I will really work on trying to fix that issue. Right? So, I'd also like to apologize before we get into our video, I also like to apologize for my lighting. I am not sure about it. It's been very cloudy for the past couple of days, and today is the last day in which I can do my video. So like I've promised you guys, every Tuesdays and Thursdays, I will be dropping a video for you. So let's get started. So I just want you to take note of a pen and a notebook or paper. Okay, so I will be referring to my notes because I have a bad tendency of forgetting what I've just said and repeating myself. I don't know if it's because I'm getting old, but I'm not old at all. Or it's just a bad habit, or it could be like a disease. Oh no, it's just a bad habit. I am working on it, you guys. I honestly promise I am working on it. All right. Okay, cool. So let's go into our video for today. So we are looking at silent letters. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to give you an exercise before we start our tutorial. Okay. So I'm going to give you some words, and then throughout the lesson, I want you to try and figure out how to do this exercise. Okay, so I'm going to give you some words, and then from the lesson you'll figure out what you need to do. So your exercise words are leisure, cupboard, knuckle, autumn, sword, guess, listen, chaos, and wood. Going to say them one more time. Leisure, cupboard, knuckle, autumn, sword, guess, listen, chaos, and wood. Okay, so let's get into it. So I want us to look at silent letters. So what are silent letters and why do we need silent letters? Okay, so silent letters are very beneficial to readers because it helps them distinguish between homophones. Okay, so homophones are words that sound the same but have a different definition and a different spelling. For example, we've got band, band. So band, I'm in a music band, band, that car is banned from this area. We've got 222. One is two, the number two. The other one is T, one O, and the other one is T, two O's. And a lot of people make a mistake when it comes to those two. So with the one with one O, always remember that you use it in between a sentence. Okay. For example, I am going to the store. I am going to speak to you tomorrow. I am going to do something. Okay, so we will look into depth on that when we do our grammar. So for now, we are just focusing on our pronunciation, which is silent letters. Okay, so the second two with a double O, it's always at the end of the sentence. Okay, for example, I had a slice of cake too. I want to get money too. What else can I say? I am pretty too. Okay, so that one is at the end of the sentence. And then the last one that I'm going to give you an example of is no and no. Okay, so I know what you are talking about, and no, I don't want to listen to that kind of music. Okay, so sound the same, different meaning, different spelling. Okay, so being able to identify and Understand the use of silent letters will help you improve in your speaking, reading, and writing skills. Okay, and it will also boost your confidence. I know that a lot of English speakers, especially beginners and intermediate, are usually very, very skeptical about their spoken English. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn. Okay. Another thing that I want to emphasize, and I don't know how to emphasize this even further, is practice, 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 practice. Okay, so you can practice by speaking to yourself. I know it sounds weird, but you can speak to yourself. It's going to be beneficial for you. So you can speak to yourself while you are taking a bath, while you are cooking, cleaning, doing gardening. It doesn't really matter. I know some people will look at you very funny. I can only imagine your family thinking that there's something wrong with you, and your neighbors being like, what's wrong with her? With him. But anyways, it will help you a lot. Okay, so silent letters can also change the pronunciation of a word. Okay, so let's look at rate and rat. So when you look at these two words, you can see that they are similar in spelling, and our E is silent. However, with the fact that we have the E at the end, changes the pronunciation of the word. So rat, rate. Another one that I can give you is sin and sign. So in this case, the G is the silent letter. Okay, so let me give you some examples of other silent words with silent letters. So we're going to look at words that have a silent letter in the middle, words that start with a silent letter, and words that end with a silent letter. Okay, so words that start with a silent letter, we've got wrong, right, rap, and why. Okay, so next one would be knee, knife, not, no. Okay, so when you look at these words, you can see that they all have a common first letter, and it's W and K. However, they are silent letters. I don't know why I just paused there. Thinking of something, I'm saying something else. It's like a glitch. I hate it when that happens. I hope I'm not the only one who's got that weird tendency. Okay, and then let's look at words that have silent letters in the middle. So we've got wood, half, salmon, and maybe talk. I just want to go back to salmon. A lot of people like to say salmon. I do not know why, but it's supposed to be salmon. Okay, so the L is silent. And then we look at, maybe let me give you three that have C in the middle as a silent letter. For example, I've got muscle, I've got fascinate, and conscious. Okay, so the C is silent there. Previous one, the L was silent. I don't know if I forgot to mention that, but however, I'm mentioning it now. Then words that end with a silent letter, we've got tomb, we've got thumb, womb, bomb. Then we have dam, hem, column, and autumn. So common letters there, it's the N at the end and the B at the end. Okay, so those are words that have silent letters at the end, in the beginning, and in the middle. Okay, so there's only two ways in which you can practice identifying silent letters. Don't want this to show there. Okay, cool. And that is by one, listening to pronunciation, or two, written text. Okay, reading written text. So there will be some exceptions whereby you can get away with a silent letter or not. So as you know, English has a lot of exceptions when it comes to their rules. But then again, rules are rules, and there's nothing that we can do about them. So I know silent letters can make it a bit difficult for you to when it comes to spelling. When it comes to spelling, it can be very difficult for you. However, the more you practice your speaking, the more you are able to identify them. So going back to the exercise that I gave you earlier on, what did we say? We said it was leisure, cupboard, knuckle, autumn, sword, guess, listen, chaos, and wood. So I think now you've figured out what you need to do. But if you haven't, let me tell you. So what you're going to do is you will figure out in each of these words which letter is silent. Okay, so what I will do is I will give you the answers in my next video. Okay, so you still have like a day or two, I think, to do this exercise. You guys, it's not a lot of words. It's just a few words here and there. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye for now.